Back here at the arena in San Juan for the opening game of the last weekend of elimination. The elimination round comes to an end tomorrow. And we start off with this game between UE and FEU. Your thoughts on set number 1, Ivy?
Well, it was a slow start for UE, definitely. We can see it in their movement. And they were having a hard time with their reception and their floor defense. I mean, looking at FEU, I don't think they were pretty much challenged at all at this first set. You know, UE,
3-0 nga kagad.
yes, you know, UE basically helped them a lot already, advanced in the first half of this set. And for the most part, they also gave a lot of opportunity for FEU to be able to execute all those combination attacks. If you notice, ang FEU, meron sila mga running attack, they have those quick plays. On the other hand, UE had very little because they were not able to set up the ball correctly for the setter in the first place.
And one of the frustrations of Coach Boy was the fact na parang we gave it away.
Yes.
Parang nagpunta lang tayo dito, and look at the numbers here, 14-6, totally outgunned in that first set.
That's right, and FEU obviously had more of that opportunity in terms of attacking. Although UE did perform better in terms of the blocking department, but service aces, it was 4 against 1 only for UE. And I guess one of the problems that I noticed with the floor defense of UE is yung positioning. Medyo naging maluwag ng konti, kaya nahihirapan silang dumipensa.
Tomorrow, very good set of games. Also, of course, UP and NU, their final chance to try to get a win here, especially for UP, who hasn't had a win for season 74. And then, of course, the final game of the elimination round. It's number 1, number 2, and it just so happened that it is the collegiate rivals going up against each other, Ateneo and La Salle. That's live here at the arena in San Juan. We hope to see you. We are expecting a packed house and an exciting crowd. And hopefully we hope to see you too, because, well, there's still time to come over, because our second game is also going to be equally exciting and very important too. Your thoughts on that before we get into this second set? Adamson versus UST later, Ivy.
Well, Adamson versus UST is we all know how there's not really such an existing rivalry as we can say for Ateneo La Salle or UST La Salle perhaps in volleyball, but we're talking about standings, and the game this after the second game this afternoon would really say a lot with regards to how yung tinatawag nating kapit and determination ng isang team. You know, UST probably, I would say, would have some fans who are disappointed at the fact that they're hanging on to be able to get into the Final Four. Yeah. Because I am sure that UST is one of the teams that they are, most of the fans are sure to be in the Final Four.
Always.
Yes, always.
But that being said, though, Ivy, as we are seeing an error here at the FEU side, which gives UE a 3-1 score. That being said, you don't want to go up against UST in the Final Four, though.
Definitely not, because we've seen how UST is when they recover, when they get back. Talagang it's a team to reckon with. So talagang pahihirapan talaga nila kung sino man yung makakalaban nila.
And they seem to gear up for the big games. They really do.
Sometimes I think they like na the pressure.
I think so. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Parang feeling ko yun yung mga games na talagang gusto nila na talagang lumalabas yung totoong laro. Doon sila na-excite eh.
And whatever happens, they won't have the twice-to-beat advantage, so that's another added motivation and challenge for them. But nobody is sure. Adamson is not sure. UST is not sure. FEU, in this case, is not sure. FEU has to win to force a playoff against the loser of the Adamson UST game later in the afternoon. I believe Anton Rojas and your sister Anne Remulla will be doing that game, and our courtside reporters will remain, one of whom is Tiff Atendido reporting for UE.
Yes, Boom, with this last game of the season, I asked Coach Boy Dalestan what he thinks of Lady Warriors overall for this season. He shares he's happy with how the season turned out, but very upset with how the ladies are playing this game. Nagpapabugbog daw masyado yung mga bata sa court. But despite that, overall for this season, Coach says there's been a lot of progress, although not enough for a Final Four spot, but that's okay. It takes one step at a time, and one of his steps for his long-term plan is focused on recruitment, especially tall players. Now, with one set down, Coach gave the girls a reality check. He shares, 1 week and a half ang preparation natin for FEU, pero bakit to nangyayari? We are giving them 2 points first before we score, which accumulated to a very big lead. We came here to play and give FEU a hard time, but we are doing the opposite. Our muscles are too stiff. So the adjustment Coach wants is for the ladies to enjoy this game, loosen up, and play with more heart. Boom and Ivy.
Great report, Tiff. Thank you very much. I did chat with Coach Boy before, and he said he's not in it for the short term.
Yes.
He's in it for the long term. And I love how he breaks down all of these things. And I'm very much interested, Ivy, to see what he will do in terms of recruitment for the UE program.
But you know, that's actually what a good mindset, you know, especially for the team, the present team right now, because they know at least that Coach has really big plans for the team. So it's not just now, what's here now, but even for the future of the team.
Nakakagana yun, ano, if you're the player that you know, may mga may looking forward to certain things. All right, FEU is down, has recovered here and are in the lead 6-3. Let's go to Trishka Echeverri now.
The FEU Lady Tamaros may have won that first set by a large margin, but in their last huddle, Coach Nes Pamilar made sure to remind his girls that there is no room for overconfidence. We would want to keep playing hard with consistent intensity to build up that winning momentum for when they face their opponents in the playoffs. They were given instructions to improve on positioning for better execution. Rosemary Vargas was also asked for control sa lakas ng palo to minimize errors. Overall, Coach Nes is pleased with how his players have been enjoying, but he's also been strongly reminding them not to relax. Boom.
Thank you very much, Trishka. Well, they've recovered here. They're in the lead. 7 as UE scored 4. 4 serving 7. Interesting question here on Twitter, Ivy, and I want to get your thoughts on this. They're asking, if you become the number 4 team, which UST, Adamson, and FEU are all aching to be right now. Well, I'll ask the question after the timeout because we have a technical timeout. Back in a moment.